Hello friends, today we'll discuss Tofacitinib, a JAK inhibitor. We'll see how Tofacitinib, a JAK inhibitor, is found useful in rheumatoid arthritis. We'll see how exactly it works in rheumatoid arthritis. In rheumatoid arthritis, it has been found that the level of pro-inflammatory markers, pro-inflammatory cytokines like IL-1, IL-6 and TNF-alpha increases. Since the level of pro-inflammatory cytokine increases, these cytokines are responsible for producing the inflammation and a pain on the affected joints. Friends, in rheumatoid arthritis, due to some reasons, it may be genetics, smoking, etc., there is a exposure of autoantigens to the body. Because the body has been exposed to the autoantigen, it produces more amount of cytokines. As we discussed earlier, the cytokine is the one which is responsible for producing the inflammation and ultimately the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis. Here, we need to understand the cytokines not only responsible for producing the inflammation, but they also bind with other cytokine receptors which are very much present on the cells of the body. Once these cytokines bind with this receptor, it produces more amount of cytokines, and more cytokines will produce more inflammation and the rheumatoid arthritis condition elevates, exaggerates. So, it is very important to break the cytokine production cycle because cytokines on binding with this receptor produces more cytokines, more and more cytokines produces more and more rheumatoid arthritis. So let us see how can we break this cycle of cytokine production. Friends, as you can see, there is a cell been depicted over here. On the cell, a specific receptor is present. This receptor is a cytokine receptor. The cytokine receptors are present on the various cells of the body like B cells, T cells, macrophage, natural killer cells. Now, as we have seen that cytokines which is produced within the rheumatoid arthritis will go and bind with cytokine receptor. This leads to the activation of cytokine receptor. Once the cytokine receptor becomes active, one of the domain of a receptor named JAK1. What is JAK? JAK stands for Janus kinase enzyme. So, one of the domain of a cytokine receptor is Janus kinase enzyme 1. On cytokine binds with the cytokine receptor, JAK1 become active. What is activation of JAK1? ATP, which is present in the body, will come and bind with the JAK1. In order, it will phosphorylate the JAK1. Once the JAK1 has been phosphorylated, it becomes active and starts attracting the STAT. STAT is signal transducers and activators of transcription. In order, the activated JAK also activates the STAT. Once your STAT also become phosphorylated, it will go and enter into the nucleus where it will target a transcription of a specific genes which is responsible for more and more cytokine production. These cytokines again will bind with the cytokine receptors and produces more and more cytokines. So it's very important to break this cycle of cytokine production. And for this, we are using Tofacitinib. What is the mode of action? How Tofacitinib acts? Tofacitinib competitively block the JAK enzyme, Janus kinase enzyme. On blocking the Janus kinase enzyme by Tofacitinib, ATP not able to bind with the JAK and in return there is no phosphorylation of JAK. Since there is no phosphorylation of a JAK, it will not phosphorylate the stat as well, and no activation of a stat, that means no transcription, results in reduction of the cytokines. Once your cytokines are reduced, automatically it will give a relief in rheumatoid arthritis patient. So this is what the situation is. Once you will provide a JAK inhibitor, tofacitinib, it blocks the cytokine production, results in blocking of the inflammation. Automatically rheumatoid arthritis symptoms will come down. Thanks for watching. If you like it, please do subscribe and share.